Virgo, welcome to your September 2025 tarot reading. I'm Kate, I'm a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have a Virgo partner, tune in. These messages may resonate for you as well. Stumbling over my words a little bit, so there could be some throat chakra issues going on, maybe a sore throat, scratchy throat, maybe some like gunkiness going on if you've got allergies. Right off the bat, I'm feeling like there may be a relationship that has closed out or is coming to a final chapter for you. You have the Two of Cups in reverse. So some type of relationship potentially coming to a close, whether it's at a job, with a person, with a friend, etc. I feel like you're putting something to rest. King of Swords, I do feel like there's intentional non-communication. Okay. And I think it's because if you were to try to communicate to this person or about this thing, that either you wouldn't be able to communicate it super effectively, or it would like they wouldn't listen, fall on deaf ears, something like that. Three of Wands. I feel like you're writing. Some of you could be writing. You're waiting for the right opportunity. And maybe in the meantime, you are writing like this vision that you might have for your future, or you're envisioning it. I feel like this person looking out the window is less waiting, but I feel like they're more like thinking on things. This is actually giving me more of like a Two of Wands feel than a Three of Wands personally, where it's more planning, it's more preparation, it's more waiting for the right time. When I see the Three of Wands in like the traditional tarot, I usually feel like that's more of like taking baby steps, taking actionable steps. I actually don't know that you need to do anything. I think that it's more of getting the ball rolling on the thought processes, brainstorming, which is what I think you're kind of known for, Virgo, is like you like to plan and organize. So maybe it is the writing and the list making. That's the first step that you need to take. Queen of Pentacles. There could be some type of unsettled feeling around finances. Now it's interesting because doesn't this Queen of Pentacles card give such creative vibes? I feel that much more with the Queen of Wands. This deck always throws me off a little bit because the pictures change the energy of the card, right? And so you can't just go on the traditional meaning. But this Queen of Pentacles could be saying maybe you're feeling a little bit less creative, or it could be saying maybe you're feeling more creative, but not necessarily in a way that's going to be focused around how you can bring in more wealth in a creative way. Maybe it's creating for the sake of creating, right? For healing the sacral chakra, or even healing the heart chakra too. And then you have the Fool card in reverse. There could have been an opportunity that came and passed. Maybe you missed an opportunity. Maybe an opportunity is going to be coming in, but your spirit team is encouraging you to pass it by, saying, no, it's not a yes for me. And that's okay. You don't have to take every opportunity that comes to you, especially if you're an entrepreneur, right? Because collaborating, community, those are all important things, but not every opportunity is a yes. Not every person is for you either. So this could also be an opportunity for love, relationships. I'm hearing reconnection for some of you. Somebody from your past could be reaching back out, wanting to reconnect. I do think that your spirit team is encouraging you to say no. Between the Fool card, which is like the Fool card in reverse, it's like not seeing something clearly, moving into something too fast and not thinking about the consequences, not being able to see like the full picture of something because you're so excited to get started, and then you're kind of like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And you have the Ace of Air coming out in reverse. So Ace of Air is opportunities and communication coming in, but because it's in reverse, I don't feel like your spirit team is wanting you to move forward with it. Of course, you're a human with free will, so do whatever you want, but I think that the energy on this potential opportunity coming in is a little bit off. And there's the Eight of Air in reverse, okay? I think that you're wanting to come out of some type of stagnancy. You're wanting to come out of some type of restriction. So for example, maybe you have a job and you feel really restrained, constricted by the long work hours or the pay. Maybe you don't have a lot of opportunity for growth within the company. And then another opportunity comes in and you're like, oh, this could be really great. But then you look into the company and it's like same story, different wrapping paper, right? So there's some type of chain that your spirit team is wanting you to break yourself from. I will read what's on the cards because maybe it's significant, but they are reversals, so it may or may not make sense to you. With the Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. The Eight of Air says, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So I do think that there is a kind of a fear to take action because you can see the potential problems with whatever this situation is that's coming to you. And you have the Six of Fire in reverse. I feel like there's somebody who is going to be in complete disagreement with you. And they're going to let you know about it, and they might let everybody else know about it. So one important message that I was getting this morning, just as a general thing that I wanted to share, is that we can't control other people's feelings. When did it become our job, or maybe I should word it this way, when did you decide that it was your job to try to control how somebody feels, especially about you or about something you have done, right? That's not our job. That's not our responsibility. That doesn't have anything to do with us, how somebody else feels, or even how somebody else perceives us, because there's so many different things that go into that. Their own insecurities, their own entrapments or illusions that they have in their brain of being trapped in some capacity, and maybe that's triggering somebody. I also feel like maybe somebody isn't seeing you for your worth, your value. They're not seeing the version of you that you see, because I feel like there's an up-leveling when it comes to your self-worth. You've up-leveled in some capacity. You're able to see your value more clearly now. And just because somebody else can't see that doesn't mean that you should accept less from them, right? Maybe that just means that you need to limit how much they're in your life and how much you allow yourself to become available to them. And then you have number 21, Clover, release your guilt. So there could be a situation where maybe you had to be very honest with somebody and maybe you're feeling a little bit guilty about it. But again, your spirit team is reminding you that it's not your responsibility to try to control how somebody else feels about your truth. So on the guidebook, it says, you've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations, or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. So again, go ahead and make your reparations, or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. And again, sometimes that first option leads back around to the second. So I hope that you have found something helpful and healing in this message, and I hope that you have a beautiful month of September. If you're looking for a personal reading for direct questions that you have about your life, you can book that on my website, theenchantedpalette.com. You're going to head to the three little dashes and click on services, and you can find email readings right on. Don't forget to like and follow, comment if anything was resonating for you.